And then there was one.
Another traitor down, but is there turbulence ahead for Peter as his behaviour is raising some eyebrows? I'm so glad to have the return of the round table and banishment. Still not happy with the producers after last week's removal of what I feel is the best part of the show. So after that production choice, I was trying to guess who I thought the traitors would murder. I didn't think Kate was an option. The option that worked in the traitors' favour was to go for either Bergie or Trishelle, but I did wonder if they would try and throw a spanner in the works and go for MJ. Numbers-wise, it was best they didn't go for MJ. Bergie, aka Burgerlicious, was murdered, leaving Peter down a pal. Trishelle is really honing in on Phaedra, watching her at breakfast. I didn't realise how much he's been watching her. Trishelle has even noticed a tell of hers, and so has Kevin. Now I'm also looking for Phaedra's eye twitching. The only thing I'm going to say about that challenge is, that was horrible. I was itching just watching it. Out of all the challenges, this is the one that would have me also shouting haggis to get the heck out of there. There was quite a bit of acting going on in this episode, and it wasn't just from the traitors. I will reserve judgment on how well any of it actually was. As the episode progressed, I started to visualise another epic roundtable battle involving Phaedra, but I wasn't sure if it would be up against Parvati, Peter or Trishelle. Even though Parvati voted for Phaedra, she didn't really go up against her in the discussions. Parvati could have gone in hard to try and sway votes, though I'm not sure that would have worked anyway. I find it interesting in her approach, almost like she didn't really want to portray her. To me, I think if there was another name floating about, I don't think Parvati would have voted for Phaedra. It was very clear that either Parvati or Phaedra was being voted out. So it was an attempt to save herself, but not in the same way Dan tried to.
It's either going to be me or Phaedra. There's no other names on the block. I wish there was a way that we could save both of us.
Trishelle came in with her list from her notes as she tried in her attempt to get Phaedra banished. It didn't really hit in multiple ways. For the record, is Phaedra too extra or not frantic enough?
I'm not frantic like you.
Did Peter's pals have a real conversation about all this? Because in multiple moments, one by one, they were surprised by something. Mostly at things related to Peter. Their reactions make it seem like they weren't clued in on some things. John wasn't playing along and voted for Parvati. Kevin is now questioning if he trusts Peter because of the switch to not thinking Parvati is a traitor. This is where things could get fractured between the pals. Kevin didn't go to one of them with his doubts. He confided in MJ. As Phaedra and Sandra discuss, Peter is kind of exhibiting traitorous behaviour, whether it's alienating others, making secret deals with someone he's been saying is a traitor, or lying. I wouldn't be surprised if the next roundtable has people deciding if they're going to vote for Peter or Phaedra. When Trishelle mentioned in her VT that Phaedra has 3 ride or dies, the camera showed Kate, MJ and Cherie. I actually don't think that's the case. I firmly believe Cherie is the only one. If they had saw past the Bravo connection, I firmly believe MJ's votes could be flipped. The alienating that Peter's pals manoeuvred meant that those that I would deem floaters naturally gravitated to the leftovers. Kate is an entity on her own.
I think people trust me in this castle. They shouldn't trust me. I would throw any of them in the moat in a second for $10.
It might look like she's completely on Phaedra's side, but I think she just finds some of them annoying and can't stand their BS.
I just don't like playing the game with them. He's just so annoying.
If you're not making sense, then Kate's gonna call you on it, and Peter's change of thoughts on Parvati didn't make sense.
As far as I'm concerned, Peter is a traitor to the faithfuls, because he lied.
So we're left with Kate locked in the dungeon instead of finding out if she will accept a seduction request or be murdered. I mean, she has no clue what's going on with Fergus leaving her there. So does that mean no murder if Kate accepts, or will that still happen? If so, we know it won't be Trishelle being murdered, but Phaedra doesn't know that Trishelle has a shield. It's not completely open season, as there was only 4 that didn't go down the tunnel, with 2 of the 4 being Kate and Phaedra. If a murder has to happen still, then they might have to take a risk and go for someone who went down the tunnel. If they hit correctly, it could help cast suspicion off Phaedra. Click on the video for more talk about the traitors. Until next time.